Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm really happy to have you stop by. We are going to take a look at the week of November 29th through December 5th. Wow. It is a big week. We've got a huge eclipse happening, which you can see if you happen to live in Antarctica. Very few people are going to see that one. All right, so let's get into this energy this week. We start with the moon in Libra. It gets there really early in the morning, 3:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. I do want to say hi to all of my friends who are watching in India. I think it is wonderful that you always show up. I appreciate that. So here we go. This moon in Libra is asking you, what do you really want? It's going to be in that really supportive energy, that trine energy with Neptune, who's barely moving. It actually stations direct this week. So it's like already grinding to a halt at 20 degrees and a Pisces. And so as that moon is going through Libra, the moon's not trining today. That would be, wow, my brain. That would be Mars is going to trine. Okay, so Mars in Scorpio is trining Neptune. Mars in Scorpio trining Neptune. That is really the creative goal setting. What is the next step that we're going to take energy? Libra's going to want to try to keep all of that in balance with what is of value as far as your heart center. Where is it that's really important to you? And I think there's a lot of decision-making process that happens here this week in general because of the eclipse about what works for you and what doesn't. What's worth carrying into this next energy level and what is not. We are spinning at this high rate of energy and we are jettisoning karmic baggage like crazy. And so lessons should have been being learned. Belief systems are changing. Where do we go from here? What do we do now? And I think that it's really important that you be focused on where you are right now. It is important. I was telling somebody a couple weeks ago, anything that happened before December of 2020 actually shouldn't count. Like, that's old energy. And so any of that sadness or hurt or pain or vindictiveness or regrets or whatever, that's old energy. Please don't carry this into this lighter energy because they won't be able to match the frequency that will elevate your soul. We're all here for soul growth. So you have a real need for balance here. We have here and now, which means stay in the present, not too far in the past, not too far into the future. And we have the balance card. There you are, showing up for yourself, Libra. Keeping things in balance. And if you're going to keep things in balance, you can't have everything. Like, otherwise it won't stay balanced. Like, there's too much going in some direction because you have the not for you card. The not for you card. Something is not for you anymore. Maybe it was at one time. It's the number 6, which feels like soulmate energy. So at one time, something was really great for you. And I think that you have figured out whatever that is. It doesn't keep my life in balance. It doesn't work for me. It's not where I want to be. And so there's a real need to let it go and release that energy. So Monday and Tuesday is definitely about trying to discern what your next steps are on this journey that you're taking. And there's going to be a real need to try to move things in that direction. And it becomes really important that you're willing to release and let go of what doesn't work to allow you to move forward. On Wednesday, Neptune is going to station direct at 8:22 in the morning. And right before that, the moon got into Scorpio, 6:55 a.m. So the moon in Scorpio is going to be trining Neptune. Actually on Thursday, but it's trining on Thursday. It's also going to, on Thursday, conjunct with Mars. And so this is some serious motivation. You're going to be feeling it at a deep soul level. If you go deep enough and really listen to yourself about what it is that you really want, what creates your heaven here on earth. How motivated are you? And what action steps are you planning to take? Okay, so we have in the light of the moon, and it says a full moon, and that's why I'm sitting here, because I was trying to feel into this. So this is most likely from that eclipse we just had. That eclipse that we just had in Taurus. Probably shone light on what you have been resisting, and this can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. And I think it's identified for you what it is that you need to release and let go of, what is not for you, right? What is not for you. So we have an orca, and the orca always asks you to be willing to elevate, to connect with spirit, and to dive deep and to connect with the true nature of who you are. And it's a balancing act, right? The orca has the black and the white markings on it, which feels very much like shadow and light, keeping things in balance, to be fair. I think you're going to be really feeling that. The moon moves into Sagittarius at 7:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time of the U.S. Moon in Sagittarius is getting ready. It's getting ready to do that eclipse. And the moon in Sagittarius wants you to really set your sights on what it is that you want. You may be pulling your energy in and feeling a little low energetically just because it's leading up to a new moon. And I really want to encourage you to take the time to sit down and think about what it is that you really want to go next. What have you learned over the last 18 months? This is the last eclipse of this cycle of the South Node in Sagittarius with the North Node in Gemini. And it's asking you, what have you learned about belief systems? Yours, in general? What have you learned about what is it that you think you know? And what do you want to know more about? So, wow, fairy magic. You're only my second sign, but it's just funny because I did Sagittarius first and they also received fairy magic. And you have prayers. So the energy around this moon is faith and belief, right? Sagittarius is all about belief in what it is that you can do anything. Now, Libra, I'm not surprised that you got this because you guys look like you've been kind of going through a rough spell here. It says fairy magic comes when we are feeling a bit run down and tired, or we're taking life too seriously. Fairy magic comes to brighten the day and put some spring back into your step. It is time for you to try to seek the joy within. You always want to manifest from the energy of joy because you're manifesting joyful things. If you're manifesting from the energy of worry and sadness, it just keeps it going. So we have prayers. You are being heard. Those of you that are really focusing and you are asking for what you want and your need, you're being heard. You're always heard. The energy we've been in over the last 2 years has been really slow to move things forward. And so it's felt like the bamboo, right? It spends years building the root system and then seemingly shoots up overnight after like 5 years, right? So it feels like that kind of energy. So just because you aren't seeing results doesn't mean there's not things happening. You just can't see it yet. And I got to tell you, you're probably not going to see it until March. That's just kind of how the energy is rolling right now. But you are being heard. And so you're being asked to not stop asking for what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And if you're not asking, you should be asking. They're saying, sometimes people forget. Like the angels are standing by, but they can't do anything because of free will unless you actually ask them. And the more general you can be, the faster you can get a response. So if you say, I need a new car. No, I need reliable transportation. That's a lot easier to figure out and have spirit bring you something. Like somebody might say, oh, you know what? My grandma isn't driving anymore. We need to sell her car. And I thought I'd offer it to you first. We can set up a payment plan, something really easy, right? But if you say, I want a new Maserati, well, that's very specific. And I need it red with leather interior, heated seats. It needs to have a sunroof. It needs to have, whatever. The more specific you are, the longer it takes. It's not to say you can't get it. I'm just saying it takes much, much longer to bring it in. So be a little more general, a little more willing to allow Spirit to bring things in as you need them. So you have here, the answers are within. What you're looking for, I keep feeling like I watch less and less and less TV. I listen to less and less and less stuff. Because just this morning I shouldn't say this. But I did. I deleted a couple of memberships because I don't listen to these people anymore. They're not resonating on the same frequency anymore, and I'm not gaining anything from it. And also, it felt like time. It just felt like time, right? To release and let go if it's not useful. Because I felt like I need more time to go within. I need more time to listen to my spirit team, my team. So, as you are elevating into this higher energy frequency, the way to get there is by listening to your own team. You have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. You, like I said, you may not be seeing what you expect to see at this point in time, but it's coming. It's absolutely coming. All right, so that eclipse is happening on Saturday at 2:44 a.m. I wrote something weird down. At 2:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., it's at 12 degrees and 22 minutes. It is asking you, do you believe in yourself? What do you believe in? Do you believe in you? And if you do, if you really believe in you and believe in what it is that you want to achieve, you will absolutely achieve it. That's what this promise of this eclipse is. It is conjunct the great attractor, which is there to pull off all the negative energy. It is attract Mercury, which will carry the messages to the realms, to the universe, to the spirit guides. It is the communication. It's important that you focus on what you want and that you believe that you can do it. Because whatever you believe you can or you can't, it doesn't matter, you're right. So, okay. Moon gets into Virgo on Sunday morning at 6:31 a.m. Okay, the Moon and Virgo really wants you to focus on the next steps of the goals that you value most. Back here we have the Here and the Now card that came in on Monday telling you to make sure you stay in the present. And here we have Isis in past life back here. And it says the situation involves your past life memories. And so the answers are within. And I feel like there were lessons that you've learned, parts of you that you have left on other timelines and lifetimes that hold the key to what it is that you want to do and what you want to create. And they're asking you to get creative to open up that part of you that allows you to tap in. So it is through doing anything that creates something, whether you're building something, painting something, creating a website, that's a little more technical, but anything that gets your creative juices flowing. Anything that you're doing like that, finger painting, blowing bubbles, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, the more you get into your inner child energies of creativity, because we have the arts, express yourself through creative actions. As you do that, it actually helps you to tap into this energy of the heart mind connection that allows you to tap into the information that you need. So get creative. Do something fun and enjoyable. And And just be focused on your next steps, on what you value most. Not dragging the karmic baggage with you, but maybe that dream that you left behind in another lifetime. You didn't have what you needed then. You can ask to make sure you have what you need now in order to achieve that goal, that dream. So, only you know. Go within. Spend the time. All right? All right, Libra. You guys take good care. You got something going on with you. I think you're getting prepped. I think you're getting prepped for the South Node to go through your sign, but that's not for another year and a half. So I feel like the more work you get done now, the easier that transit is for you. So you guys take good care. All right? I will talk to you soon.